Welcome to Now, I'm your host, Curtis Parody, bringing you the news happening in the world right now. New photos have been released of the red planet and, well, they're not so red. Al Jazeera News is making a move into the US, and could Harry Potter-type photographs soon be a reality? I'm starting today's show off in one of the best ways I can by showing you this. Okay, that should have brightened your day up. Let's talk about why I'm showing you that photo. In the world of photography, taking the right photo at the right time means everything. It allows you to capture the perfect moment in time. But in order to capture that moment in time, you have to be ready to hit that shutter button and take that picture. But what if that wasn't the case? Due to some recent camera technology, photographs could soon be taken out of video stills. What I mean by this is in the future, instead of snapping a photo, we may snap a short video, maybe 1 to 2 seconds long. Then, using software, we'll be able to select the perfect frame out of that period of time to use as our photo. It's a really cool concept, and the reason it's possible is due to the recent advancements in camera technology. With larger sensors on professional DSLR cameras, it's now possible to capture video at the same size as stills. So long story short, in the future, you may be able to avoid that awkward moment when you're blinking in that picture you really like. Also, now thinking about it, with the recent decrease in the price of displays, it may not be long before we have the Harry Potter-esque pictures hanging on our wall. Now how cool would that be? And talking about video, it's time to talk about movies, and well, here we go again. It's another Wreck-It Ralph talk. I'm really starting to think that I talk about this topic like every week. So anyway, big news coming out of Disney about the film. It appears that Disney plans to release the movie for a digital download before it's actually available on Blu-ray or DVD. So if you're a fan of downloading things, and by downloading I mean buying it, then downloading it like through iTunes or something, then this could be a good thing for you. For people like myself, well, I guess we'll just have to wait for it to be available on that special 3D, Blu-ray, DVD, and digital copy set. From video and movies to TV and the news. Yep, here on Now, an online type of news show, I'm gonna talk about other news shows. Take that, regular TV news. It looks like the US TV market could soon be home to one more news station, and this one's a big one. Recently, Current TV, the network owned by Al Gore, has been sold to the Qatar-based news giant Al Jazeera. Now, before everyone starts freaking out, I'm gonna put it out there, I often actually watch the English version of Al Jazeera, which is produced in England and Doha, Qatar. I have to say their news coverage is above many others, and I would have to say that it's on par with the BBC in the fact that it doesn't have a slanted view of the world. Also, they tend to not focus on the Canadian and American news as much, which I actually enjoy. They talk about the entire world. So now that I've probably surprised or upset many of you by saying that, let's continue with the story. Al Jazeera will soon be opening a new branch in the US to bring their news to North America, something that doesn't have a slanted view like other news stations I could mention. Fox. The biggest hurdle that spokesperson Stan Collender told the Los Angeles Times is that he's aware that people in North America don't particularly like Al Jazeera, but he hopes that people will simply watch it and realize that it's not biased and provides a great source of news around the world. And in the end, there's only one thing I'm going to tell you. Having watched it in the past, and probably going to watch it again in the future, it's not the terrorist news that other people are calling it. It's actually quite good, and personally, I enjoy it more than other news sources. So from the world of news, let's move to space. Thanks to a software engineer in New Hampshire named Kevin Gill, we may all now take a look at the red planet in a whole new way. Not red, more green and blue. This amazing render shows what Mars could have looked like in its prime. Then taking textures from certain areas on Earth, he applied them to the images of Mars, adding some clouds in there, and boom, Mars as it may have looked millions of years ago. Of course, Mars now looks something like this, not as inviting, but it's still amazing to think that possibly at some point in time, our neighboring planet may have looked similar to our own. And we end today's show off with some tech. Look out, if you recently bought the Samsung Galaxy S3, then you probably don't want to see this. This is possibly the photo of the Samsung Galaxy S4, Samsung's next big smartphone. Yep, this photo leaked online about the new device, which features a 5-inch display, a 13-megapixel camera, and runs Android's Jelly Bean operating system out of the box. More is expected to be announced next week at CES, where all the tech giants get together to announce and show off their latest and greatest tech for 2013. I'll have more coverage about CES next week, along with some coverage about the Sims 3 live broadcast being held on January 8th, where EA is expected to announce the Sims 3 University expansion pack. Jumping back to the first story I talked about today, if you could buy a camera in the future that took Harry Potter-like video photos, would you? Or would you stick with the regular old still photos? Tell me in the comments section below, or of course you can let me know on my Facebook page, Twitter, or Google+. Links to all that and the other topics I talked about in today's episode in the description below. And once you're done commenting, why not click the subscribe button down there as well? That way all of the newest episodes of Now will get sent straight to you. Then you can click the like button because you like this video, you like the content in it, or you like me. One of the three. I'm Curtis Parody, and that's what's happening now.